Look, I had really bad social anxiety when I was during my years of high school. So I was very reserved into myself. So when when if I get called on, that rarely happens. I'll rarely get called on. Like Maya, I'll be like, hmm, who Maya? My name is Mia. And my social anxiety was bad to the point where like we had a group project. I don't do groups. I don't do groups. I hated the people in my class because the people in my class were like stereotypical. Like, oh, you must have an iPhone. Oh, you must dress a certain type of way to talk to, like, they give off that vibe that like, oh, we're the bad bitches. We can do anything we want to. That that energy. And I'm still here in my hoodie. I had a really big oversized hoodie. It was green. I really need it. I really want my hoodie. Excuse me. Anyway, I don't know how a fly got in here. But I had this big hoodie and I was just like I was like, what the It's funny. Because before the teacher announced like all the group projects and stuff, um I was over here just having my head down, drawing, because drawing was a way of escaping for me because I was so reserved. Drawing was like the only thing, that would keep me calm and keep my heart, at a steady pace. Because even looking at people was like socializing to me. So I was like, I can't look at anybody. And I always looked down. Every time when I walked, I always looked down. I never looked at other people's faces. I always look down. Not like down, but like I can look down where I can see people's feet. And I was so good at that. At looking at people, like, don't get me wrong, as like, oh, she loves feet. Like, I know who the person is by just looking at their feet. Their at their shoes. Sneakers, shoes. So one day in class, right? I'm over here. This is how I don't know how to show you, but my head's down like this, right? My hands like this, and my paper, not my paper, my notebook, and I'm over here doodling. And the teacher's like, okay, we're going to do some group projects. And I'm like, that was my face. I was like this. I was like, and I slowly got up. I was like, huh? In my mind, I was like, what the fuck? No, no, no. So he assigned me to like one of the guys that I kind of had a crush on. I'm not going to say any names, but back then I had a crush on him. I was like, oh, shit, oh god, oh god, oh god. It was like a love-hate crush. Because I hated him because he was so fucking annoying, but I loved him. I was like, love me back, And like, someone's like, okay, okay, Maya and this person, you guys gonna group up together? And I'm like, So once he said the groups and everything, when they're gonna be in groups and stuff like that, let us do our thing. He sat down at the desk. I was like, that's my time. Yeet. So I got up from my chair and I was like, can I go to the bathroom? He was like, sure. And I never came back out until like the end of class because that was like my last period before school dismissed. So I was in class. I was in the bathroom over here on my phone. I'm like, I want to go back. I'm looking at the time like, should I go back? Nah. Should I go? Nah. No. Like, should I? No, to stay there. Stay there. You don't want to be in a group. You don't. Mm-mm. So I just sat there. And then the teacher aide came in like, Maya. I'm like, huh? He's like, are you finished? I'm like, no. And then she walked off. I'm like, yes, I'm alone. And then when I came back, the teacher was like, Maya, where have you been? I'm like, in the bathroom. And he was like, I'm going to write you up because you was gone the whole class. I'm like,